All right, here we go. Let me just share my screen with all of you guys. So hope you can see this. Okay, so welcome everybody. My name is Christy Nix. This is a full circle experience for me because when I first joined this business, Dr. Mitra Ray allowed me to be a fly on the wall through this business, and I got to get on her and Doug's Monday night calls every single Monday, and I would listen in and I would hear these people being able to share what they've learned throughout this amazing journey. And here I am. I get to share it with you guys too. So because of my amazing team, they've helped me achieve the position of National Marketing Director. And I'm really excited to tell you guys about how you can do it too and what it has done for me. So I ask that you have an open mind. I ask that if you're sitting here and you have a pen and a pencil or a piece of paper, you write down some of the things that I bring up tonight that may make you excited, that may make you question things, sound too good to be true, and either ask me or ask the person who invited you on this call, because when I look back at my journey, I learned the hard way. I learned the hard way because I didn't ask the questions that made me skeptical. And I would have been doing this a lot sooner and getting people healthier a lot sooner because of it. So with all Juice Plus businesses, it begins with your story. And my story starts when I was in college eating McDonald's twice a day. My friends called me Mick Christie because that's all I ate. And I worked for this doctor and his amazing wife who was a personal trainer. And I swear their kids were going to the refrigerator and eating handfuls of spinach. So they paid me to go to a healthy living presentation where they talked about the importance of fruits and vegetables, and they talked about Juice Plus, and I didn't get it. And I didn't say why I didn't get it. And it took me 2 years to get on Juice Plus because of it. I missed out on 2 golden years. So I ask that you ask the tough questions. But luckily, my husband, who's pictured in here, he was deployed. He's in the military. And he had a nurse friend of his who knew that you absolutely cannot eat enough fruits and vegetables, especially over there when you're under such stressful conditions. So it made sense to him right away. He ordered Juice Plus, and he didn't really know that everything came in a 4-month supply. So he mailed me some. And I remember opening at the door and thinking, oh my God, you wasted your money. But if there's anything that I love to do, I love to prove that man wrong. So I ate Juice Plus, and here I am 6 years later being able to share what it has done for us. I noticed immediately, because I was such a poor eater, that within a month I wasn't getting sick anymore. Someone who eats McDonald's every single day, they're probably getting sick quite an awful lot. I also noticed that my energy had increased, my skin got better, and a whole bunch of other things. And we ended up canceling though. We weren't educated. We didn't understand that it is something that you want to take the rest of your life, because we just don't eat what's considered enough fruits and vegetables. And I discovered that when I read this book called The China Study, and all of a sudden it was like this no-brainer. I was like, oh my gosh, our DNA is not our destiny. We need to eat more fruits and vegetables. So I went back to Dr. Dave and Monica, and I said, I need to get on those vitamins. And I need to stop right there to make sure you guys know we don't want to call it a vitamin. So please make sure when you talk to the person who invited you, you don't call Juice Plus a vitamin, because there's just so much more to it. You can't compare. So they schooled me on what it was. And once I understood that, I knew we were going to be on it the rest of our lives. So I decided, well, we're going to be on it the rest of our lives, so I'll pay that $50 distributor fee and, offset the cost of our products for the rest of our life, and maybe share this with a person or two. And then, because I vowed at that time I wasn't going to work this business. I mean, I had the I'm too cool syndrome, and I was a cinematographer. I had invested $50,000 into a film business. So my priority was there, but that priority took me away from the creative side, which I love so much. And it put me in this place where I had to do everything. I was a one-man band. I was working nights and weekends, and I even filmed someone else's wedding on my 1-year anniversary when my husband was actually there. And that hurt. And then it took a little bit longer for me to really learn the tough part, is when I got the call that nobody wants to get. And that was that my father was dying because of reasons that could have been prevented. And it's hard right now, because I actually think about what Doug and Mitra are going through right now, because I know that Doug is probably saying goodbye to his father tonight. And the beautiful part of this business is that it allows you to be there for the good times and the bad times. So that is probably one of my favorite things about this business. But as I stood there and I watched my father pass because of reasons that could have been prevented, I finally had this thing that knocked me on the side of the head and was like, you're supposed to share this with people. You're supposed to educate people on the importance of fruits and vegetables and hopefully inspire them to do better. And we have that amazing vehicle, which is Juice Plus. So I've been able to lock arms with my military friends, my military spouses, and we've moved, this is coming up 9 years, 9 times in 9 years. This business has allowed me to be mobile and share this gift with anyone that I come across, because the bottom line is there's no such thing as too many fruits and vegetables. And we all want to be able to say yes more. So that is my product and business story. And this is probably the best thing that you can possibly do is, number one, when you look at this big picture, it's circular, it's cyclical. You continue to do this over and over again and get better at it with practice. But first, it starts out becoming a product of the product and really a product of the programs, because our programs are the best that you can absolutely find. And when you do these programs and you get other people to do this with you, you are going to realize that ethically you have to share this with people. And then when you start to share this with people, it starts to be the most amazing gift you can give. So you want to do it more, and you take these orders and you provide great customer care, because one of the greatest things about this business is that we have a consumable product that is not only good for anyone, it's safe and beneficial, womb to tomb. So when you take orders, you take on someone's health goals and concerns, and you get to be their cheerleader and help them through that. And that creates raving fans, and these people will stick with you for life. They will tell people about it. And sometimes you get that opportunity to say, you're doing the same thing that I do. Would you like to do this business with me? And this is the man behind it all, Jay Martin. What I learned today on the Rep Rap was amazing. This man saw a vision at 25 years old, invested $500 into this company 47 years ago. And here we are, this huge business now where there's thousands upon thousands of people who are living the mission that he created, which is to inspire healthy living around the world, and then to build a stable and lasting company that helps as many people realize their dreams as possible. How many companies are able to say that? How many times have you realized that we can actually dream just like kids do? So it's simple. I wish that I would have realized at the beginning that there is a tried and proven system that people like Mitra and Doug, who have paved the way for us and taught us, let's keep these simple and let's do some relationship building, and we're going to follow this mission-driven model along the way. And what it really creates is a community. I feel like we are so disconnected now, and Juice Plus's community allows you to be a part of something greater than yourself. And the more you plug into us, the more you go to our events, and the more you see how Juice Plus not only impacts yourself and your family, it also helps you see at a greater picture of how we're all in this together. And it's not a competitive thing. And it starts with our product line. This tower garden, you just have to see it to believe it. There's no dirt in this thing whatsoever. And it's like the easy button. You just plug it in, it waters itself, and you can start to eat produce around 3 weeks time after you plant this little seed into this tower garden. And what is really cool, I told you we're a military family, so we've moved 9 times in 9 years. And this thing is like a family member to me. I needed to bring this with me when we traveled. So I didn't want to cut the produce off, and I selfishly didn't want to give it away to my neighbors. So when we moved from Seattle to North Carolina, we took 3 weeks and just hit the road. And I put a tower garden in the back of our motorcycle trailer and plugged it into a car battery. And we ate off of that thing for 3 weeks. And my eggplant was still hanging on by the time we got to North Carolina. So it's not meant to travel, but it can. Like, what garden can you travel with in that sense? It really, really is amazing. And what I love is when families start a tower garden, I get to go and see, I mean, most of the time it's my friends who get this, but their children literally grab me by the hand and they take me to the tower because they planted those seeds. And what I see with that is creating a legacy of kids who are more aware of their health by planting seeds and being excited about what they've planted and what they're eating. So what mom doesn't want their child to eat more fruits and vegetables? And this is probably easier. It is definitely easier than the tower garden. This is the real easy way of eating more fruits and vegetables. You know, we're supposed to eat 9 to 14 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. And if you're an athlete, you got to double that. But how many of you guys are actually eating, number one, the orange that's been grown to peak of ripeness, but number two, the peel? mean, all these fruits and vegetables were grown at peak of ripeness, and the company was able to juice it, dehydrate it, and put it into a capsule. I mean, this is a salad bar in a capsule. It is super easy to eat. So just thinking about that variety that we need to eat every day and how we're all probably falling short on what's quote unquote enough. And then, you could hear my story. I told you I wasn't getting sick very often anymore. But what I found is that our blood doesn't lie. This is the most thoroughly researched product of its kind. And we are recognized by health institutions, well-known health institutions and universities that say that Juice Plus gets into the body and it does good things. So when this is the company that we keep, when they say it does good things in the body, I just think why question that? And the other part is really more matters. So when you take our shakes and you put our capsules into your body every single day, you are putting over 40 different fruits and vegetables into your body every single day. And I want you to think about long term, what could that possibly do for your body, for your family? And I love when, you think about what the complete shakes do, they're your healthy fast food. I can't think of a breakfast food that I can make in under 30 seconds that has over 14 fruits and vegetables in it. And those shakes do it. They're easy to make. They have a smooth consistency and they actually taste good. And then the capsules are they are our oil in our car, where the shakes are like our gas in our body in the car. The shakes get you from meal to meal. Well, the capsules are the oil to help your body perform optimally. So it really is a great dynamic duo per se. So what's awesome is if you actually put this stuff together, 2 shakes a day and the capsules, there's a program called Shred 10. And if you do it, you're going to notice a lot of different things. Most people that I know who've done this, including myself, is I noticed that I had an amazing increase of energy. And if I'm being honest with you guys, when I first heard about this program, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm doing this already. I'm already that crazy gluten-free vegan. I already am on the products. But when I put it together in a program, I ate a really humble piece of pie. It was amazing to know that after being on these products for over 5 years, I still felt a change. So, and what it's done is it's over time helped me learn healthier living skills. And that's what the Transform 30 program essentially is all about, is inspiring you and educating you and keeping you in a community who wants to support you. And that creates a revolution. And one of the other great things is the Children's Health Study. Our kids are sick. We've heard that Dr. David Katz says that this may be the first generation of children to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents. And you know what? On Juice Plus's watch, not on our watch, not as us as representatives of the company, we want to change that. So let's first look at what the shakes do. I always say the shakes make me a better human, because if you've ever felt that feeling of being hangry and saying things that you don't mean, that's typically because your blood sugar is not balanced, which means that your willpower is gone. That's when you just are willing to eat whatever's in sight. And that just kind of makes you a monster. The shakes do not do that. They always make me feel a lot better, a lot more balanced. So if you can get your willpower in check with these shakes, you're going to notice a whole new side of you. So price-wise, I can't imagine not having 2 shakes a day. I mean, for the price of $6.50 a day, you're flooding your body again, like I said, with over 40 different fruits and vegetables. And if you want to do 1 shake a day, and start easing into it, then great. You got to find what fits best in your life. But what I love most is that this is shipping in a 4-month supply, and kids get to be on Juice Plus, the red and green gummies or capsules, for free. So, for the next 4 years, so long as you stay on the products, and why wouldn't you? And you just cover their shipping. It's an amazing thing. So we also have prices for Ontario. Again, you can see a little bit of a difference with 2 shakes a day. It's $9.65. And I have to apologize, but I have an icon over the 1 shake a day. So hopefully you guys can see that. But from my computer screen, I can't. Over in Alberta and British Columbia, we're looking at $9.05 a day. Okay, but here's the bread and butter, the Children's Health Study, which I absolutely love, is we have this great research, and it shows that good things get into your body, but when a mom notices this on their child, that is huge. So it's awesome that kids are eating more fruits and vegetables. They're going to school less. But what I love the most is that adorable little girl with that purple shirt on, it says underneath her 89% were more aware of their health. Again, that goes back to leading a legacy for these children. So this is what we do as health food entrepreneurs. We eat the products, we grow up from our tower garden, and we do. We inspire healthy living, leading, and earning around the world, and we start with our stories. So this is just another recap of becoming a product, feeling the desire to share this with the other that you love, taking care of them, creating raving fans, and doing this over and over again because you know what? It's actually really, really fun. So what our goal is this is only half of the marketing plan, but we want to help you take full advantage of the commission. If you can see down here at 22% commission, that's the max that you can earn. So why not get you there as fast as you want, as fast as we can get you there? The company gives you 6 months so you can get a $500 conference ticket. But you're doing the same amount of work we are. Why don't you collect that 22% commission? And it's fun. I know I keep saying it, but it is. It's actually really, really fun. So getting to sales coordinator, you start as a new rep and your goal is, let's say you want to do the Shred 10 program. So you want to help yourself do that and then 2 other families, 2 separate households to do that. And by doing that, you will earn a retail profit. It's not listed on here, but you will also get a $100 bonus for doing that. Now you want to keep building those households and helping other households get on the Shred 10 program. So we want a total of 7 plus yours, which is 8 households. And you're going to get a $250 conference or $250 bonus for doing that, as well as a conference ticket, which you don't want to miss. So as you're doing that, you're going to work on getting now a total of 13 households on Shred 10. And you're going to be what we call PV qualified, which means you're bringing in around $500 per month, which is wonderful because that can be the difference between someone keeping their home and losing it. It can do so many things. I mean, just think, what could you do with an extra $500 per month in your pocket for you and your family? So then we want to help you teach 2 other people to get that VF, that $250 bonus with the 7 households plus yours on Shred 10, plus helping someone else get 3 total orders of the Shred 10, theirs and 2 other households. By doing that, you are going to get a $500 bonus and a $250 bonus times 2 for helping those people get to VF, which is then going to allow you, oops, can you guys see this? Sorry, I'm having a technical, it just paused. Okay, then it's going to allow you to work towards getting your sales coordinator bonus up to $1,350 in bonuses, again, not including retail profit. So we want to qualify you for POB, which is probably a lot, where we probably can't understand it yet if you're brand new, but it's always great for repetition. So ask the person who invited you to go into this deeper. It's a little different for Canada. They get 30 days to VF, and then they get a bonus for qualifying their businesses, and they still want to work towards getting to sales coordinator. So they're looking at $2,150 in bonuses. So we are looking at anyone who joins the business, they start as a distributor. Everybody starts there and you earn a retail sales profit. And as you build your customer basis and as you build your team, you start to work your way up into commissions. Like I said, sales coordinator is the highest level you can get for the 22% commission. And then it just goes up from there in the leadership levels of senior sales coordinator, QNMD, and national marketing director, which is an amazing place to be at. And very similar here for Canada. But I want to highlight what's been really amazing for so many team members is being at National Marketing Director, you get a corporate benefits package. And I don't know many other multi-level marketing companies that give this opportunity. I really think we are the only. So for me, I look at this, and one of the things that sticks out the most is long-term care, because Use Plus people are so healthy. We're in it for the long haul, but also for our family, having that holiday bonus every single year that we can always count on has been wonderful. It's certainly better than that ham, and being able to have an expense allowance that you just get to do what you want with. And I think that's amazing. One of my really good friends, Robin Eisenbeis, her husband is a very well-known cancer doctor, and when she became National Marketing Director, they realized that this benefits package is way better than the one he had. So it's pretty good. So I wish someone would have told me when I first joined this business is, you know what? to get to national marketing director, it's not like this unicorn in the sky. This is actually something that anyone can work towards. So what we want to do is help you start with getting a foundation of 15, shred 10 customers, or T120, whatever you want to call it. It's the people who are doing 2 shakes a day in their trio capsules. And you find 5 people who want to join this mission with you, and they're going to get 15 of their own customers for T120 or shred 10, and bring in 5 new distributors to lock arms with them. So it's an amazing program to be able to help people have a really great wealth experience, but this also gives you a really great wealth and experience as well. So same thing for Canada. You only need 300 T120 customers versus 450? Sorry guys, I'm going the wrong way. Stay tuned. I think it's 450. So yeah, 450. So it differs, but that's something just to see big sites that it is doable, and we're all here to help you do that. But one of the things is like, we are here to help you. This is Steve Jobs, and he says great things in business are never done by one person. They're done by a team. And the beautiful part of this business is that you get to decide who's on your team. Who do you want to work with? Who do you want to love on? Who do you want to learn from? And you get to go out and start sharing with these people. So I'm sure you have these questions. This is absolutely what popped into my head when I first heard about this opportunity. Is it worth it? Oh my gosh, you better believe it is. It is a journey of making mistakes and learning from them, but it's also a process where you just feel so driven to help one another that risking that worry is so worth it. So how do you get started? Everyone, like I said, starts at the beginning and they pay $50. I invested $50,000 into a film business that owned me. This is pretty much $50 the best investment I've ever made. You want to, like I said, become a product of the product. And oh my goodness, if somebody would have put the GoPro book in my hands and said, this is how you work network marketing, I would have not verbally vomited all over everyone, and I would have stuck with my upline. So read that book. Turn your car into university, listen to it, do whatever you have to do, read it over and over again, and learn how multi-level marketing works, because it's not something you learn in school. And then you want to start a list of who you can share this with, who you can help, and start reaching out to them with your team leaders. They know how to do this so that you're not saying the wrong things and coming across salesy. And then you want to build your calendar of events, starting with small things kind of like this, and then building for the big one, which is our Anaheim conference that's coming up in April. So you can also factor in a little time at Disney. So this is what your event structure looks like. I think about this and I think, what are the events that I actually want to go to and have fun with? Because how many of you guys have been invited to events where you're like, oh God, these people want me to buy and I'm just going to buy the cheapest thing so I can get out of there? No, you want to create a community and inspire people so that they can be in this long term with you. So this is a list. Everything in gray is a list of all these smaller events that are going to build towards the bigger ones, the Inspiring Healthy Living Talks, the boot camps. I know there's a great one coming up in Branson, the regionals, which all funnel in to getting you to the big ones, to our spring conference and our fall conference. And that is where you see the big picture. That is where you see people walk across stage and share their stories, and you realize they're just like you. And if you put in the effort and you put in some grit and you build a team of like-minded individuals, this can actually happen for you too. So my challenge for you is this. Ask the tough questions, whether it's me or someone else on here, but ask the tough questions so you know what you're saying yes to and what you could be saying no to, and you will probably say yes to in the future, because we are sticking around for the long haul. And I'm just so thankful that someone was persistent with me. So I am going to turn off the recording and stop sharing my screen and open it up for questions.